I'm Eve, your local court jester.
I'm Cheyenne. I have a lot of opinions on a lot of things.
And we're at the Peterborough Community Theatre, and we just saw It, which is rated R. Too spooky for kiddos.
Yes, stay out, kids.
So teenagers, bring your slightly older friends, because they'll get you in.
Yeah.
If they're cool. You read the book and saw the miniseries. So talk about how that compares.
Okay. So, the thing is, with every Stephen King book in general, not just his long-winded ones like It, it's exceptionally long, it's a huge book, you could beat someone to death with it. He's very long-winded, and he builds up characters you don't need to have built up, and in this, it really focuses on the characters who are important in the story that is important, and the main plot line instead of all the little tiny interwoven things that he does constantly throughout the novel. And so in the novel you have, I don't even know if I can call it a novel. It's not a novel, it's huge.
A brick.
It's a brick.
A brick.
It's a brick. We have the children who are facing It for the first time. It is this shape-shifting monstrosity. And then you have the second half, which is adults. They're taking care of It for the final time. And what it really focuses on is just, this movie in particular focuses on the first half, and it sets up directly for a sequel. But the miniseries, what it tries to do is it tries to fit all 1,300 pages of this book into 3 hours, which works, but not as well as trying to break it down like this does. And so you kind of have flashbacks. So it starts, the miniseries does, it starts with them as adults, cutting back to them as children, filling in the gaps as you go along. And it works, but not as well as I think this sets it up to be.
Bill Skarsgård is, he's like already a heckin' good actor, but like this movie was like, wow, okay, they like gave a really good actor this really weird, scary monster, and he just like ran with it and did stuff.
You have Pennywise, who's this interesting character in general because he's a shapeshifter. He turns into things, and he's just everything at once, and mostly a clown.
Why is he a clown?
I just don't know. One of the children,
he can be?
Yeah, one of the children, Richie, was afraid of the clowns,
yeah,
which is the main thing, but he just mainly takes the form of a clown.
The children in this are so good.
They're all wonderful.
They're so precious. The movie's basically all them, and then the clown, and then awful adults, and then really awful teenagers. Humans fighting each other in this movie was like way scarier than anything Pennywise did.
I appreciate it as a movie, but I don't know if I appreciate it directly as a horror movie, because it has a lot of elements of horror movies that I really do like, but a lot of horror movie elements that I don't at all. Like, it's got spooky strings and like jump scares, which are necessary in this case because of the way Pennywise feeds off of fear.
Yeah.
And so it definitely helps to have that.
Yeah. It's really the kid story, and it's not about the monster itself and what the monster's doing. It's about the kids and how they react to what the monster's doing.
Yeah. It's definitely got that Lost Boys vibe of, it is a horror movie, and it has that underlying horror. Lost Boys has vampires, this has a creepy guy who switches bodies constantly. It's great.
Yeah.
But on top of that, there's also the story of friendship and, you know, children trying to get along throughout all this horrific nonsense that's going on around them. Yeah, it's definitely very, very good, but it does give off a Lost Boys kind of vibe.
I don't watch a lot of horror movies, so when I do watch one, it's more about, is this movie really good and just happens to be scary, or is it just a scary movie for the sake of being scary and scaring people? So I think it's a genuinely good movie that happens to be scary. Like, it's really good. If you like Stand By Me and you also like scary clowns, then this is the movie for you.
I am a huge fan of horror movies just in general, and so there are certain times throughout it where I can kind of pick out like, oh, this is reminiscent of Nightmare on Elm Street, like gratuitous blood where it shouldn't be coming from, yet it's there anyway. Pennywise is coming through a screen, oh, that's the ring. and there's moments like that kind of just stand out. But in general, I think it is a really, really good movie. Like you've said, a good movie that just so happens to be scary. Like it wasn't so focused on being scary that it wasn't anything but scary. Like there was definitely a story that they were trying to tell, and it did get across.
I give this movie 10 out of 10 good spook on the spook-o-meter. Go see this movie. It's at the Peterborough Community Theatre for 2 weeks. On Wednesdays for the next 2 weeks, there's matinees at 3 o'clock after school. If you're a hip teen like me and Cheyenne, you can hop right on the bus if you don't drive, or hop in your car if you do, and go straight to the theater. Don't wear any face coverings or clown masks. Just keep cool. Be chill.
Come as yourself, not Pennywise.
Come as yourself, not Pennywise.
Yeah. Come see it, come get spooked, come enjoy it. It's very good.
Good spook.
Yeah, good spooks.